Hey guys, this is just going to be a short follow-up to a video I did a few days ago about learning tunes. If you haven't seen that, you should probably go check it out before watching this one. It's only a few minutes long, and basically I talk about the process I use to learn tunes, how I think it kind of simplifies things, removes some of the complexity. The main gist of it was no shortcuts, right? You've got to know the melody in different places, know the changes in different places on the neck of the guitar, and try and simplify how you practice them at first. Because I think sometimes people can get a little bit bogged down thinking, oh, when I'm learning a tune, I've got to be practicing my soloing with it, my voicings, and this, that, and the other. Really, I think keeping it simple when you're learning the tune is the best way to have it stick in your mind. And then you can use the tune as a vessel to practice, your soloing and everything. So we're going to take a look at a tune called I'll Close My Eyes today to elaborate a bit on that, because I had some questions from people and about the kind of next step. Once you've got the tune and the changes, what's the next step? So we're going to look at solo arrangement on guitar. Simple solo arrangement, no reharm or funny voicings or anything, just keep it simple, really know the neck of the guitar and where all your intervals and chords are. We're going to look at the melody, and we're going to look at simply making the changes of the tune, adding in some tensions and outside notes and everything on the chords. Trust your ears to do that, but really nail the changes. So I'm going to talk about a few techniques I use for that kind of thing on I'll Close My Eyes, one of my favourite standards. Check out the Bloom Mitchell version. His solo on that is incredible. Alright, let's go over the chords now. We're starting our 1 here. In F major, that's the key we're in. That's our minor 2-5 into the 6. So we got E half diminished to A7 to D minor. My screen's going off. There we go. So we got this 3, 6, 2, 5 into the 4. And then that's a B flat major. The 4 becomes minor, so we go from B flat major to B flat minor, E7. Backdoor dominant to the 1. Why is it a backdoor dominant? That's because it's a 2-5 to a tone below, and you approach it from behind. What's that there? We got a minor 2-5 into our 3 chord, so we got B half diminished, E7, 3, 6, 2, 5, back to the 1 again. And the melody's largely the same the second time round. Screen's going off again. I don't know what's playing up with it. All the same so far? Same. And it changes here. What we have is a minor 2-5 into our 2 chord. I like to play this F major. There's a A7, the diminished thing rising up to the 2. Back to the 1. So we've got a very simple form. You got 1, minor 2-5 into the 6, 3, 6, 2, 5 into our 4, which becomes minor as a backdoor dominant. Then we've got a minor 2-5 into our 3 chord. It all happens again. The only time it changes is on the last 2 lines. When we get back round to that B flat major, what was the backdoor dominant instead goes to the 3 chord, which is a minor 2-5 into the 2, 5, 1. So that's the harmony with the melody. So how would I go about the next step? Now you've got that tune down, practice the changes a bit in position, maybe around this position for the key of F or up here. Well, precisely what I was kind of demonstrating there is what I do next. I think about how can I arrange this for solo guitar, get to know voice leading with these voicings that I'm using. That's a nice voice leading on that minor 2/5. Now all of these voicings that you can use on those chords, if you take a few of those down, it's a really good place to start. But let's think about soloing and combining some lead lines with some chords. So let's have a go at that now. Alright, so that's a bit of a demonstration about combining those chords with some simple lead lines. A little bit of an explanation of some of the things I was thinking there. Get your F major around here. Get some of those chromatic lead lines in, because we got these parts of our arpeggio. Only thing I'm doing is approaching it from a half step below, and all of a sudden your phrasing is starting to sound a lot better. Minor 2/5, just simple arpeggio stuff. That's just the first 4 notes of your E half diminished arpeggio. Got a 7 flat 9 arpeggio. You'll hear that line all the time into your D minor. Real simple, just a diatonic line on the D minor. Yeah, that's just tone down into your C minor, into your B flat major, so on and so forth. Simple lines, but thinking about adding your chromaticism in, nailing those arpeggios, and trying to get a good swing feel. Of course, I still got to work on my swing feel, but you get the idea. Feel and phrasing is a really important thing, rhythm, and getting the melody in there. You'll notice a couple of times I was just why is the string going off? I don't know. See, the melody's all in there. You know, I'm adding the phrasing in and the rhythm and notes around the changes to really make it sound better. So there are some things you can kind of experiment with. You'll notice, unlike in the last video, moving around the neck a bit more. You know, I've practiced this tune before, all in position, exactly what I did with Days of Wine and Roses, exactly how I learn all the tunes I learn. That's a really important first step. But this next step is being a bit freer with it, putting some chords in your solos as well, arranging it for solo guitar to really get to know where those melody notes are relative to the chords, which is all going to help you. And this is the most important thing I'll end on: have the melody in your ears when you're soloing, because we have to remember the solo is not completely separate to the melody. The solo is not completely separate to the chords or the harmony. It's all interlinked. And if you know where you are in the melody, if when you're playing a solo, you got the melody in your ears, I'll tell you something, that's a way easier way of not getting lost in the form than trying to remember all these changes. Early on when I was playing, I'd think, man, I'm playing a bird tune or something, and there's so many chords going by, I get lost. I miss a bar somewhere, and it's really tough. But if you get the melody in your head, and you know where the melody is relative to the chords, that's when you can be like, oh, we're at this part of the melody, that's in my head right now. That's where we are in the form. So all of this is going to help you do that. But yeah, let me know if you have any more questions. There were a couple of really good ones on the last video. I always welcome those kind of things. As for anything coming up on the channel, I got a recording session later today with two really good guitarists, good friends of mine, Carolee Paula and Rion. I don't know his surname. I'm going to check that now and get back. And Rion Jensen Brown. I thought it was that, but I didn't back myself. This is going to be a free guitar thing, no rhythm section, so we better be on our A game. That'll be out some point when I get around to mixing it all together, which will hopefully be relatively soon, should life allow. But until then, I don't think there's any crazy announcements to make, so thanks for watching, everybody. I hope this helped, like a few people told me the last video did. Don't overcomplicate these things, keep it simple, try and think in a stepwise fashion. Learn this, what's the next thing to develop it? You know, learn the melody, I need the chords, I'm going to try and put the chords and the melody together, I'm going to try and move about the neck a little bit more, try and think stepwise, really simplifies it. So I hope everybody enjoyed. If you did, would appreciate if you liked the video and all that stuff, and subscribed if you feel so inclined. I got loads of stuff on the channel already, and more coming out. So thanks for watching. I hope you have a lovely day wherever you are. Keep listening to music, making music, sharing music, and have a good one. Thank you very much.